Well, hello there. It's Beards and Bangers, and today I'm once again in Gaydon between Banbury and Warwick, just off the M40, because it's another car show. But this isn't just any car show, it's the BMC show. Welcome to Beards and Bangers. So it's not just BMC as we see here, we've also got British Leyland stuff. We've also got Austin Rover, so D-Reg SD1 will be the Austin Rover. And we've also got Rover group stuff, like this. And we've also got MG Rover stuff somewhere. Ah, here we are. So here's something from the MG Rover era as well. So we've got 1950s, and actually even 1940s, through to mid-2000s with this lovely Streetwise, which I must catch the owner of later on. So it's not just all the different permutations of Austin and Rover we've got here, we've also got some interesting people. So some of you may recognise this little car here, and look, there we have an interesting person.
You're not talking about me, are you?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
I just need to say interesting person. Interesting person
next to an immaculate white Rover 200. Rover 218. Is this actually a 200 VI?
It is.
I think it is. Just look at the condition of that. That is absolutely lovely. Headlining looks good. Immaculate inside. Look, it just looks... Brunny, how many miles? 119,000 miles, and it looks like that. That is incredible. So that's the first thing I spotted that caught my eye. But over here we've got a car that I really do quite fancy. So this is the Rover 420 GSI Tourer. This one's in a kind of a very dark grey. We've got this lovely little blister on the bonnet. This one looks pretty tidy, I have to say. So what's that, 95? Yeah, not many of these left on the roads, not many at all. If you believe the website howmanyleft.co.uk, there's about 11, but that website is not entirely accurate. But this is lovely. I do want one of these at some point. Need to sell some other cars first. So yeah, so we're in the... Get the gimbal going the right way. We're in the middle of the kind of late 90s, early 2000s stuff here. There is apparently a Rover 25 GTI, which is a rare beast. I do want to catch the owner of the Streetwise in a bit, because of course 2024 is the year of the Streetwise. This looks... I've just drawn to this one because it looks a bit different. It's just a 25, but it looks quite special. We'll try and catch up with the owner of this one a little bit later. We've got all sorts here. We've got R8s, we've got SD3s, we've got R3s. It's an absolute mix down here in the kind of Rover, late Rover group, early MG Rover section. Beautiful SD1. It's a 2300, this one. And then next we've got a 3.5 or 3500, another 3500. And what's lovely is there's lots of Austin Maxis here, which it's not a car I see that often. But if you like Maxis, then there are a lot here. So yeah, BL, British Leyland, really did push this front engine, front wheel drive setup that they started so well with the Mini. And those of you who've watched Faulty Towers will of course recognise these cars from that. John Cleese flogging an Austin Maxi with a branch. Right, so there's the Maxis. That's really nice to see so many of those together. And then we're into the 1800s here. And of course this reminds us that the 1800 was used for rallying. Very, very stable cars. Obviously, a very wide track with the wheels. We shan't interrupt these people having their brew up because tea is the most important. Very British, very must have our tea. Must have our tea. But yeah, this is a rally setup. So yes, but for those who don't know, the 1800 was used in rallying. But just look at them. I love these. I absolutely love these. Wolseley version here, and of course there was the Morris too as well. But really distinctive shape, very attractive.
They developed a new engine.
Very attractive cars.
Later engines for the Sierra in the 1990s.
Were powered by the B series, but mounted transversely, driving the front wheels. And then over here, the cars grow bigger still because we've got the 3 litres. And aren't these just absolutely beautiful? Yes, Austin 3 litre. And I think I've seen one of these at a show before, just one on its own, but never. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 7. My maths isn't that great, even with low numbers like that. 7 Austin 3 litres. Beautiful. And then we go over, we'll go modern for a sec. We've got some wedges over there. We'll have a wander over to those in a minute. We've got very nice 75, which I think I recognise this one from somewhere. Very early 75 with the Cowley bumper. The Jaguar strangely concerning itself with affairs here, but nice facelift 25 BRM. We'll go and have a look at some more BRMs in a second. Another Maxi over here, trophy yellow. Love a trophy yellow ZR. Hi, morning. Trophy yellow ZR, looking resplendent. Some more modern stuff. And then we've got another nice early 25 there. An ST1, and then we've got a bit of a lineup here. So we've got an R8, quite an early one, and then we've got some SD3s. So we've got 3 of those. Another 2 Maxis, lovely, really nice Allegro in white with a vinyl roof. And I've got a video coming out on the Austin Allegro fairly soon, which you will see. Members can already see it. Wolseley 1300, Austin 1100 or 1300, another one of them there. And here's our wedges that we spotted a second ago. So we've got the Austin Princess version, then you've got the Wolseley next to it. Yeah, but these are cars that I do find it very appealing for me. Just wander over here so we can have a look at the profile. Isn't that lovely? Right, so we'll have a wander, a purposeful prance this morning, I think, because we've got a lineup of cars that feature on the B&B fleet. Let's let this chap take a picture of these freight rovers on the left, which we'll look at in a moment. We've got a very good showing from the BRMs. They really do stand out. What I find bizarre is that I've had not one inquiry for mine, despite having advertised it for a month. And here's one of the very early ones. We've got this WOM registration, which denotes it's a press car. So I don't think this is the one that Tiffany Dell and Quentin Wilson ragged around in, but yeah, this will be a very early pre-production BRM. So I've got 960 WOM and 964 WOM. So that's nice to see. And then behind we've got the Mini 40 register, along with some quite nice looking Wolseleys. we've got this Allegro. All right. Yeah, so in Vanden Plas spec. And then we've got a Vanden Plas. We've got a Vanden Plas Rover 200 SD3 behind it. So of course Vanden Plas was part of BL and Austin Rover. We've got another Vanden Plas. It's a Westminster style. Here, and then we've got the Vanden Plas 1300s. Another SD3. And another, I forget the name of this one exactly, so 4 litre, Vanden Plas Princess 4 litre, which I should have known, and it's 4 litre R, so it's quite a special one. We've got a lot of minis here. These look fairly modern ones. 51 plate, that's really late. That's very late for a mini. So that'll be one of the last ones made. They actually would have overlapped with the R50 coming out, so that's very interesting. Yeah, these are all later. Another 51 plate. It's another very late Cooper, and that's really good to see. Something interesting there. So we're by the Rover 200 Coupe Owners Club now. I'm going to point out this one here because it's an FDH, which means it's a Japanese re-import. It's always interesting to see these. But what I'm drawn to, so rather than going around every car, which I don't do, as you know, I am drawn to this 220 GTI Turbo, which are a rare beast these days. Yes, that's a blown T-Series engine, 3-door, very sporty. Very nice indeed. The owner's just walked off, so I've not had a chance to chat with him, but I do like these. I would like to get out in one. If anyone's got one and is going to let a lowly beard test drive one, then please do let me know. Saying that, I just spotted another one. Another 220 GSI. So this isn't a turbo, this is the GSI, but still a T-Series powered car. And now we're doing a video of another YouTuber doing a video.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning, sir. How are you?
Check
We'll go
left
for the
hand,
left
check
hand. This isn't a symbol of Freemasonry. This
So,
is
sir, are you enjoying your non-shambolic non-shuffle?
I'm doing a purposeful prance around this show.
I see purposeful prance.
Yes, I hope you're doing well. So.
We aim to please, sir.
Yes, excellent. So yeah, here's Joseph Lloyd from the channel Lloyd Vehicle Consulting.
Sir, have you turned up in a car that we can't discuss on my channel?
No, it's a petrol.
Thank you, sir.
I've left my my diesels are at home. Oh, sorry.
We can't discuss this one, sir, can we?
That
one here.
That has got an L series engine. I can say that because it doesn't give it away. But
thank you, sir.
For those who know, will know.
Those who know who know.
Yes.
Excellent. Why shall I'll leave you to continue
I'll let you shambolic shuffle, yes. And yeah, I will see you later on.
Almost fallen over twice already.
Be careful, Joseph.
Thank you, sir.
So yeah, we'll come back to these, and so you'll recognise this car because I did a video on it about a month ago. Dan Hooper's lovely 820 Vitesse, and that thing goes like stink. Yeah, so lots of 800s around here, really beautiful, lovely cars, really nice cars. Over here we've got some 600s. Now, I won't dwell on the 600s too much because of course we did a comprehensive video at the 600 birthday party at Cowley a few weeks ago, but we've got these cars that this year are 30, can you believe, all lined up. So lots of 600s. We've got some Montegos down here, which is nice to see because you don't see many of these. We've got a Montego Countryman or Tourer, and we've got a Montego Saloon. This is just an Austin Rover one, and then this is an MG version, so looking really nice. And we're now moving into a triumphant area, because this is where all the Triumphs are parked. That was a really bad joke, I do apologise. Lots of stags. So won't labour the Triumphs. We did lots of Triumphs the other week at Silverstone. But yeah, they're here as well, because of course they were, from the late 60s, part of British Leyland. And that's an ice cream van. Got some MGs parked up on a little corner there. We've got a Moggy surrounded by lots of Triumphs. And we've got some Mark 1 2000s, 2500s. This one looks like a rolling restoration, unless it's deliberately ratty. And we've got some Rangies over here. Have a quick look. I mean, you can't beat a Mark 1 Range Rover. Look at those. Beautiful. Makes me think of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, the former Duke of Edinburgh, when I look at these. And then we've got a bevy of Metro. So it's a good show, because there's a real mix of BMC, so British Motor Corporation, British Leyland, Austin Rover, Rover Group and MG Rover. So it's yeah, really nice to see. Now, I saw this car in Aylesbury a few weeks ago, because I kind of know the owner. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, so James's special Metro that's been chopped into a pickup truck. It's very nice. This car's local to me. But yeah, there's loads and loads of Metros here. Yeah, it's probably something I need to do a few test drives on at some point. I just love, my mum had one like this with the recessed lights like that. They're very similar to my mother's, red base model. Do like the MG versions, they are particularly nice. And of course we've got another birthday this year with cars. We've got the Allegro 50th birthday, and what is it, sort of six weeks ago they got loads of Allegros here to Gayden for the actual 50th birthday party. This one's nice and kind of a metallic bronze. You'll see my review video of a 75 Metro fairly soon. And then we've got a little lineup of loveliness. Because we've got the Ital and Marina car club all parked up. So we've got Ital on the end, and then we've got some Marinas in the middle. Ital camper van, which is lovely. More Marina. I do like this harvest gold colour on the Marinas. It does really work. And then round here we've got more Marinas and Itals. We've got this lovely lime green Marina 1.8 TC, an Ital, another Ital. Now, is this the Ital that I fell in love with at Pride of Longbridge? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not quite the same. But yeah, beige Morris Ital, that is very appealing to a beard and a banger, that's for sure. What a great turnout. We haven't even walked round everything yet. We've still got loads to go, so we shall keep wandering. So the clouds and rain's blown over, so I can come back to my car just to strip off a little bit, because it's getting a bit toasty. Get a hat on as well to protect the bald patch and the nose. But yeah, I came in Husley today because Husley doesn't really get out to enough shows, but of course being parked up the back here, he's not really on display. But you do find some gold away from the main arena, and you may recognize this car from a previous review video of mine. Of course, this belongs to a personal friend of mine and also a channel friend of Beards and Bangers, because of course this belongs to Simon, who runs the channel Project MGTF, and this is the first time I've actually seen Henrietta's bronze wheels, which look actually really superb. Simon has done an absolutely cracking job of these wheels. They look really nice. I'm just going to have a look at his bodywork. So yeah, bumper's looking good. There was a bit of a chunk out of the front bumper. That's now gone. It looks really good. Simon's a good lad with a rattle can, and he's repaired it round here and it feels lovely and smooth. So well done, Simon. But yeah, there's some interesting bits and bobs in the car park. Rather nice. And that 75 looks absolutely beautiful. That's really nice. I just wandered past. Obviously got loads of ZTs, loads of 75s, Minis, Range Rovers, Land Rovers, all parked out of the way. Rather nice two-tone Austin 7 called Mildred. Yeah, we've got this Honda powered Mini. That looks like it's going to be a bit naughty, that. Yeah, that's rather nice. So another Maestro Countryman, more Minis, loads of Minis. Yeah, so not everyone's parked in the main arena. We don't want to go the camera that way, that's ridiculous. Yeah, this is like the car park. But while we're walking back to the main arena, we've got a lineup of Morris Minors and some other stuff as well. So we'll just have a wander between the Minors. And there's some pristine original looking, there's some modified, but they are just great. The steel on these is so thick. So thick. Yeah, look at this one with the flowers, it's lovely. Wedding car, beautiful. What a lovely selection of Minors, loads here. Everyone has their little groups and their enthusiasms, and everyone, you know, been talking to some MG Rover, so sort of early 2000 stuff people this morning. Obviously Project Nigel being one of those. Guy called Carl's here as well, so we kind of have these shared experiences, so it's nice to see the Morris people doing the same thing. Let's have a wander over here. We shall try and find a Project MGTF. And I can walk past this 420 GSI again in a moment. There we are. Oh, love that car. Right, time for something to eat, and then we should do some more videoage in a minute. So just had some lovely refreshments in the cafe. We're now up in a gathering of more Maestros, and what rather than showing you every Maestro, I'm drawn to the commercials. So we've got loads of Maestro vans here.
So, I mean, obviously,
this one with the Freight Rover logo. But yeah, loads of very evocative of my childhood seeing these. Yellow British Telecom Maestro van was a memory of my childhood. This one's been heavily modified. We've got a beige one there as well, which is lovely. Get around the front and have a little look around here. That's quite something. Look at that Austin Road British Leyland repair van in Maestro get-up, or Maestro van in Rover spares get-up, should I say. More Maestros over here. We're going to wander through the kind of the main display area now. There's a lot of Maestros left, more than I thought, and there's a lot here, including this MG Turbo version here, which I think are very nice.
and it really rained.
So we're migrating from the Maestros, and there's loads of MGs here. It's lovely. We're now into some Wolseleys, TFs, Metros. Lovely poo brown Allegro, that is gorgeous. We'll have a little skip across here. Past this 1300 GT with a very nice looking dog next to it. Past the bar.
Just need
And we're into a bevy of minis. Some with some intricate. Oh, this has got an interesting setup. Got some kind of injection system on here with some individual throttle bodies, which looks like, again, this would be quite naughty. So that's Morris Cooper S with a Westlake head.
Last two plans.
Here we are. Loads more cars. Loads of minis. Loads of minis. Including a Morris Cooper. Hi. 1275S. Oh, look at these. They're just so lovely. And they sound, when these get going, these sound absolutely incredible. More Cooper S's. So we've got Morris Cooper S on the left and an Austin Cooper S on the right. Beautiful cars. Rally spec Triumph 2,500, which is nice. Rally spec MGB GT. Sorry, MGB with a hard top.
I've got the East
And,
African Safari PR.
yes.
An 1800. Again, Morris 1800 with a twin carb engine, so prepped for rallying. Same here. An MGA prepped for competition as well, and then loads of Austins will go up so we can have a view of the whole thing. We're back to where we almost started. Just so much here. Look at the red interior of this one. This is absolutely lovely. This is part of the LGBTQ plus
No, so because the registration
car owners club.
because my Montego was TOX.
Yeah, we've already been in here. So look at this van as well. Absolutely lovely. Right, it is time to socialise. Alright, so we're just having a little wander up to the TR register with some British muscle lined up here beautifully. We've got some TR7s, possibly some TR8s as well. I've got a German TR8 over here. Guten Morgen, alles klar?
Ja, aus Deutschland?
Nein, ich bin Engländer.
Oh, aber
Meine Mutter ist Deutscherin.
Wow,
Auf Köln.
toll.
Yeah.
Sehr gut.
Yeah. So nice chat with the owner. Try not to catch Joseph again.
Sir!
Oh, hello again, Joseph.
Sir, yet again!
Beards and Bangers meets Lloyd Vehicle Consulting.
Do you know how to tell the difference between a Canley built and a Solihull built TR7 or TR8?
I would not have a clue.
it's the boot lock. Have a look at these two cars and see.
That is a nugget of information there. Thank you.
So we have a mine of useless information in this grey matter here.
This TR8 has come from Lübeck in Germany. I was just chatting to the owner.
It's got an 8 at the end, which means it's a historic plate, sir.
Ah.
More useless information, sir, that you didn't need to know.
Useful. I shall see you. I shall let you continue. I'm gonna use Joseph's information and look at the boot locks. Ah, yes, they are different. So we've got an early one and a later one here. So there we are. We learned something from Joseph Lloyd, who is a very knowledgeable man. We have a little wander behind the TR6s. Oh, there's a TR5? Or was it a 4? Or a 4A, can't tell. And more TRs. A TR9 here. What is a TR9? We ask ourselves. And then we're going to have a wander over here. To this little group. And we've got some ironical parking, or is it ironical? No, we have a jump pack type thing into which this Wolseley is plugged in. So this is the Wolseley 1500, so very similar to the Riley 1.5, but Wolseley, so it's a little bit posher. We've got the 690 next to it. Because of course Wolseley and Riley was part of BMC and then later British Leyland. We've got a Wolseley Hornet here, so of course this is the Mini with the little boot. So true saloon, very attractive little cars. Another Wolseley here, so lots of Wolseleys. And of course the last Wolseley car was the Wedge. Or Princess. Look at that, isn't that just beautiful? Yeah, so badge engineering was, you know, it wasn't just happening in the early 2000s with MG putting their badge on Rovers. It was happening in the BMC days of the 1960s as well. So it's not a 2000s phenomenon at all, folks. At all. Then we're into the minors again, which we saw a little while ago. So we've looked at the main kind of arena, so directly in front of the museum. Obviously Joseph's doing his comprehensive shambolic shuffle, so he's probably only about a third of the way in to his video, whereas I'm nearly done, to be honest. But I'm coming up to this top section, so I missed this at Ford Nationals because it wasn't signposted. But of course, being parked up here myself, I can appreciate that there's some treasure in this car park. So Joseph's looking at the Leyland Works Jaguar, and I'm gonna let him do his own thing for a second. We shall have a wander down here. So it's just in a Wolseley 1500. This is the Riley 1.5, so same chassis, similar looking car, but of course badged as a Riley. Morris Oxford, which looks beautiful. Of course, this particular mark was the rights were bought by Hindustan. They made the Hindustan Ambassador, which I believe are still used.
I don't like them now.
No, they're still used in India. Do you see them? Next to it, we've got this rather. I'm just going to adjust my camera slightly because I'm slightly skew here. We've got a midget that looks used. It looks like it's got some competition badging on, owned by two young men.
Yeah, it's mine. He's got a 1500 and I've got this.
Wow. Okay, so round wheel arch midget, so the one to have, in my opinion. More tunable because you've got the 1275cc engine. The 1500s are good, but yeah, the 1275. No offence to the young man who's puffing and panting because I just said that. he's got this lovely red midget just here. Absolutely beautiful Metro next to it, and then 50th anniversary edition MGB GT. More Bs. BV8 here. We can see the Rover V8 or Buick V8 engine shoehorned into the engine bay. There we are. Of course, that means the battery has to go off into the boot. Yeah, so these sound seriously nice. Matching colour Mini next to it, and then Spitfire A30. Very nice trophy blue ZS. I wonder if this is matte. Not sure. That looks like a ZS 180 to me. More Minis, and we've got a very nice. I didn't spot this earlier. We've got a very nice MG ZR 3-door. So the prettiest. This is Carl's. Carl Davies ZR. So I'm going to shut up while Joseph films it, and then I shall film it again in a second.
Hello, sir.
Hello again. I'm going to pause now to let you film.
Kind, sir. We shall continue.
Yeah, so we got Carl's lovely monogram ZR 160 in memory of his son. We've got his Lego valve cover caps on there, which looks nice. It's immaculate inside, immaculate outside. Yeah, what an absolutely lovely looking car, and in memory of Jack. So nice, so nice. Yeah, this Mini next to it, it's been kind of periodified. So it's a early 80s car that's been made to look 60s. It's very nice. Then we've got a plethora of MG Rover stuff from the late 90s and early 2000s. Strangely, this Citroen is parked in here, and it's got a parking notice on it. So whether that's done by the Gayden people or not, but yeah, won't dwell on that. But yeah, look, loads. Good registration. That's a very good registration to have on a VVC powered car. Loads of TFs, and then we've got some nice looking older stuff. BGT VA, midget, primrose yellow BGT, and a Jaguar. Let's have a quick wander up the this aisle as well. It's a very nice 75 Tourer. Isle of Man registered ZT. Anything else of interest down here? Very nice white 75. X-Power grey ZT. What better than that? There's loads of these left. It's good now. People really look after them. And we've got a Typhoon ZTT. But it looks like it needs a little bit of body work, but it's great that it's on the road and people are using it. That's the important thing. I think we've probably seen these a little earlier, because of course here is Husley Bear, parked between a very nice green ZS and a white gold 75. And in the corner, this rather nice P6. It's been hand painted. It's an auto. I don't know what model it is. No clues as to whether it's a V8 or 2 litre or a 2.2 litre, but it's nice that it's here. And then there's Henrietta again. We saw Henrietta a moment ago. And we've got lots of nice stuff in the car park. I'm going to go past this aisle, because I've walked down this one aisle section of car park, call it what you will. And we've got some more, this rather nice red ZT, which I think I saw this one in the Cotswolds a few weeks ago, and the guy's looking at getting it resprayed. I think he's paid, you know, good price for the car and wants to get it looking nice. And we've got a rather nice ZS here, part next to an F or a TF, because it's owned by friends of the channel. So this is Matt's ZS 180, and we've got Darren's TF behind it. So I've had a lovely walk around Gaydon, third time in about 5 weeks, but hey, it's just up the road, it's cheap to get in. These car shows are fantastic. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this and you haven't already done so, please hit subscribe. To see content like this early, please join as a channel member. Don't forget to hit like, don't forget to share, and I will see you again very soon on the next episode of Beards and Bangers. Goodbye.